Can I 100% Dragonborn in Legendary difficulty? Episode 2. Let's get a house. We've done all we can in Raven Rock without leaving the place, so let's explore Solstheim. First thing we see after coming out of the gates is see Captain Valeth being attacked.
I wasn't sure I'd make it off this farm alive. I wish I could have said the same for my man here.
So what exactly are those things?
Some of the Redder Guard have taken to calling them ash spawn. Me, I don't care what they're called. All I know is they're a danger to Raven Rock and they need to be stopped.
Okay, but why are you out here?
I was going to search for clues that might lead me to wherever they're coming from. I know it isn't the best place to start, but we know they've been coming from this direction.
Okay, fine. I can help.
Good. I can use all the help I can get. Besides, I don't feel comfortable leaving Raven Rock behind. And I'd hate to lose any more Redder Guard.
So, how do I begin?
We were searching the farm when the ash spawn ambushed us. Have a look around and see if you can turn up anything useful.
Now, just by looking at their corpses, we're gonna find a declaration of war. Just gonna hand it over to the captain.
This is strange. The note says it's from General Folks Carius, but that's impossible.
How is it impossible?
Well, Carius was the Imperial garrison commander at Fort Frostmoth, but he died over 200 years ago when the Red Mountain leveled the place. There's no way he could still be alive.
So, how do I go about it?
If Carius is still alive, there must be something keeping him that way. I need you to head out to Fort Frostmoth and check it out. I'm going to head back to Raven Rock and prepare the men for further assaults.
We'll go to Fort Frostmoth in a bit, but first, Kolbjorn Barrow, one of my favorite quests of the DLC. It's for that excavation quest where you have to bank all the money to fund it. Not gonna read that, sorry.
Yes, Sirrah?
So, Rallis, an expedition, huh?
Was it Geldis? I told that idiot not to send me anymore. It probably can't hurt to tell you. You look mostly honest. The name's Rallis. Rallis Sedaris, out of Moorhold. I've got a financier waiting for me back on the mainland. Sent me here in the interests of obtaining some rare antiquities. The relics of Azador. But this whole thing became a disaster right quick, let me tell you.
Please do. What happened?
You come out of the Northern Ashlands, you don't expect things to go easy, you know. But this was something outside my particular expertise. When I first got to Kolbjorn, you couldn't even see it. Buried in the ash, like most other things on this blasted island. Dug out a pile of the stuff taller than me just to find the barrow. Who knows how much to reach the door. Excavating isn't exactly my specialty. Even if it was, the ash storms fill it in faster than you can dig.
Just hire some of the miners then.
You think I've got that kind of money? No, I only get paid on delivery. Can't afford to go out of pocket for 1,000 centimes on this. Takes money to make money, all that rot. There's a lot of it at the other end. But I can't get there without a little kick to start it off.
Well, I'm stupid rich, cause it's the end game.
What? Are you serious?
I am.
Well, I think I could make that work. We can sort out the details of our little arrangement later. But for now, I'll manage the dig if you can manage the coin.
I've got nearly 300k, and that's because I stopped caring about making more.
Well then, looks like I have a good bit of work to start on. I'll head back to Raven Rock and round up some diggers. Once we've got something worth looking at, I'll send word to you. Pleasure doing business with you, partner. I'll see you soon.
Sure thing. Now, the next thing I want to do is... It feels evil. I'm gonna need 5 net jellies for a quest. But these guys are just peaceful. Oh, that sucks. Anyways, we're still gonna be missing 1. So we're gonna leave that for later, and the map seems bigger than it is. So, guess what I found? Fort Frostmoth. We'll be back in a bit. Let me just go to Rodolph's house. This is an unmarked quest. It won't show up on your log, but there's stuff to it, so let's just do it anyway. Couple ash spawn later, and with the path cleared, we'll be able to investigate the cellar, which is called his house.
Listen to this one. My knight.
I think they're dissing on the Lusty Argonian. At least that's a book we'll find. And if you don't know what that book's about, look up a video on it after this one. It's funny. So after unlocking the bookcase, we find this secret tunnel. My man Rodolph was going mad. So he started digging a tunnel, and what did he find? A Dwemer mechanism that's probably one of those tonal architecture thingies. So yeah, by the way, they're both dead. On the floor is the love of his life, I think. And outside his house, if you go directly to the sea, literally in front of it, you'll find him dead, with a Spriggan just by him. But moving on, and let's get that book, the first edition thing that someone in Raven Rock asked me to get. This is also unmarked, but you can see the shipwreck on the map. This one is on the southeast portion of the map, really easy to see, and it also has an East Empire pendant on a strongbox. That's gonna fetch us 500 gold, so I'm gonna keep it.
As long as you keep bringing them.
Well, I'm gonna sell it to the guy that wants it. And here's Sandiri, found your book.
Traveler. I don't know how to thank you.
If you're happy now, you're about to be hella happy.
You have no idea what this means to me, to my family. Reclamations bless you. Well, you've certainly proven your worth around here to me. Please, accept this gift as a token of my appreciation.
Okay, so Teldrin, for some reason at the beginning of the episode, left.
Then let's be off.
Yeah, let's be off. What the hell even happened? Did you attack the Dramoras and they turned on you or something? Cause I've seen the footage and that's all I can think of. Anyway, first Frostmoth. Not as long as I thought it would be. A lot of ash spawn though. Some good loot as well. And we're even gonna find a little... Oh, I shouldn't call it secrets. Well, it is something cool. You'll see it in a bit. But first off, I wanna see if we can get some good loot. Ancient Nordic pickaxe. Isn't that a one-off unique item? Does that seriously spawn? I mean, it's called the same, it's worth the same. Does that happen? I don't remember ever getting two on the same run. And I started playing Skyrim like a year after it came out, so... It's 11 hours. Oh, hours. 11 years of not finding that. Anyway, weird spiders that we'll be able to use as throwables. I don't know if I'll get to it, but it is possible, so that's it. That's the cool stuff I found that's a bit out of the way, but still within the fort. And let's just prepare to have the fight against the general. My man was no match at all.
Failed.
Yes, you did fail, but your plan was very flawed. I have no clue what you were actually trying to do. Okay, so I also found some leveled loot that's not within a leveled chest. That was weird, but okay.
What news
So
do you bring
Veleth
from Fort Frostmoth?
annihilated.
I had my suspicions that he was undead. How else could he have survived for over 200 years? It's a shame. There are quite a few tales of General Carius's exploits, including the founding of Raven Rock.
Yup, he'll no longer send the ash
Councillor Morvain
spawn.
told me to give this to you if you made it back in one piece. And you got rid of General Carius. Better than a soldier's pay, so you should be thankful.
Is there anything else you need?
I'm sorry to bother you.
It's fine.
Second Councillor Rano asked me to come find you. He said it's quite urgent.
Do you know what's it about?
All he wanted me to do is track you down and send you to him. Look, this is important. Even more important than wiping out the Ashspawn. Please, go speak to the second counselor as soon as possible.
Okay, let me just do a couple things first. First off, I want my money,
It's busy
and
enough.
that guy
I
would
am.
like his pendant.
Here you go.
Well, not his, but you know what I meant. Also, we're gonna go back to Skyrim real quick,
Mind heading out
because my inventory is
I still
full.
need to get paid, of course.
So,
Load up.
Breeze Home
We'll get
chests
underway.
will hold all my loot, and we're gonna have to go back to the college to find Sergius.
Enchanting services are one of the few things that I think we could blow. I'll add it to the list of things I need to take care of. Thank you.
Thank you. Shut up. Your miscellaneous quest
Thank you for
spawned in Solstheim. Ew.
After everything you've already done for Ravenrock, I hate to ask for more, but I can't risk Councillor Morvain being killed.
It's fine. Start by the beginning.
The Ulan family of House Lalu, a rival great house, has placed a death mark on the Councillor's head.
And why would Yulans want him
It's a
dead?
private matter. Let's just say they seek revenge for the execution of one of their own, ordered by Councillor Morvain himself. The problem is I don't have any solid proof that anyone from House Lalu is hidden among us. Only my suspicions.
That does seem to have a leg to stand on.
May be justified, but it certainly isn't appreciated. Councillor Morvain simply feels that I'm being paranoid. I'm afraid that one day I'll awaken and discover him dead. And I don't want it to come to that.
So you think it can happen any moment?
I do. I've received some information from my sources that there could be elements of Ulan's house, House Lalu, already in Ravenrock.
And you haven't done anything about
Ravenrock
it?
is a small settlement, so it's hard to accomplish anything in secret. If any of them is from House Lalu, I wouldn't be able to make a move without them knowing.
Okay, so how can I help?
I had a feeling you'd be willing to listen to me. I need you to start out by being my eyes and ears. Search Ravenrock and see if you can root out these traitors. The best place to start would be Geldis Sadri, over at the Retching Netch Corner Club. If he provides you any leads, check them out before bringing them to my attention. I can't afford to make any mistakes.
So to Geldris, we go.
Don't worry. You can trust Geldis. He's been with us for a long time.
So he does trust Geldris, but you'll
Welcome
see.
to the Retching Netch Corner Club, home of the finest Sioux jammer that will ever grace your lips.
I've spoken with Adril.
Well, Adril's got himself a spy, does he? Ozura knows he needs all the help he can get. He's been chasing the Ulans for years now.
You think he's mistaken?
No, I just think he's going about this the wrong way.
Oh, got a better idea, do ya?
Actually, I do. If you want to catch those slippery slaughterfish, you need to let them come to you.
And how am I supposed to do that?
There's an Ulan ancestral tomb near the temple. Someone's been leaving ash yam offerings on the altar inside. If you were to wait inside for whomever that is, I'm betting they'll have some of the answers you're looking for.
And you haven't discussed it with Adril?
What makes you think I haven't? Anytime Adril and the Redarin Guard made a move, the Ulans must have been one step ahead and didn't show up.
Okay, I get it. Thanks.
You can thank me if it works. Until then, I'd head to the tomb and wait until your visitor shows up.
Okay, also, how are things now that the mine is open again?
How do you think? It's a blessing. I've got regular paying customers again. Thirsty workers at the end of the day, and more coin than I can count.
Also, do you know why the counselor executed Ulan?
Back in 95,
Back in 95.
came to Ravenrock with a plan to take over our town. The Fetcher thought he could stir up the locals and use them against the Redarin Guard, and then murder Councillor Morvain when we weren't looking.
And he did that alone?
He arrived alone, but spread enough coin around to start changing people's minds. Half the bloody town joined his side. Can you believe that?
How did he get caught?
He underestimated the Redarin Guard. They were organized and brought a swift end to the coup. Vila tried to run, but he was caught by Captain Veleth himself. Vila Ulan was executed a short time later, and his remains placed in the Ulan ancestral tomb.
So, to the tomb we go. This should be fairly easy. Just gotta find the corner, wait, and yep. So, I don't remember. It's not going to attack.
Excuse me.
Right,
I
okay.
didn't realize there was anyone else here.
What are you doing over
I
here?
presume the same thing you're doing, leaving an offering for the departed.
Kinda?
Forgive my surprise. It's just that I wouldn't expect that sort of behavior from someone who isn't Dunmer.
But you're not Ulan?
Since there aren't any Ulans left on this island, I've taken it upon myself to leave the traditional offering in their stead.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna confront her.
No bother. We all have a right to be here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to meditate a bit.
Sure. After all, I do have to go back to Adril.
You lost.
These lights.
I hope Gelders proved useful. Have you made any progress?
I think Tilisu is the culprit.
Telesu. Are you sure?
No, I just think. Saw her in the
So
tomb.
Gelders' plan worked, eh? Every time we tried it, no one would ever show up. If Telesu's involved in any sort of plot to harm Councillor Morvain, I'm going to need hard evidence to prove it.
So, go search their house.
I'm not kicking down anyone's door until I have solid evidence in hand. If you're wrong about Telesu, things would quickly go downhill around here, and the real culprits might slip away. I can't afford for that to happen.
You're not, but I'll have to, right?
If you have evidence, and it places your life in peril, I would expect you to do whatever you must to keep yourself alive. Here, this key should open the front door of the manor in case they've locked it. Good luck.
And then he just gives me the key. A bit ambiguous, but fine, we'll do it. Now, don't bother
Stop hiding,
looting
coward.
anything,
I'll make it
because everything that's inside will be gifted to ya. So let's just have a fight. It's just two of them. Miri and someone else. We'll see the name in a bit. Let me just speed it up, because everything takes forever in Legendary.
It's not my time.
Yes, it is. Don't be so impatient, Miri. Oh, flawless emerald. Nice. And the safe key. Just gotta take care of the other one. Oh, it's still Isu. Yeah, of course, duh. And let's just go into the safe. Get the proof we need. And let's get ourselves gifted a house and
Did you
citizenship.
find any evidence at Severin Manor yet?
Yep.
Then we finally have them. All that remains now is chasing them down and bringing them to justice.
Alright, I still have to do that. Fine.
Good. I'm going to send two of the best Redarin Guard we have to take them down. I want you to assist them any way you can.
Yeah, I'll do it now. I want the house.
See that you do. We can't afford to let these traitors slip away.
Okay, so things are going better than I expected. Nothing's being too hard. We are progressing good. And oh, a Silt Strider. And if I'm not mistaken, we're gonna be able to purchase a pet from the Anniversary Edition. The Nyx Hound. Yep.
From that look on your face, I'm guessing you've never seen a Silt Strider before.
It's been 12 years, mate. The
This
joke is getting
is
as old
dusty.
as the game.
I personally trained her from a lava. Feels like a lifetime ago now. She hasn't been in travelling condition for quite a while now. I've tried to let her go off on her own, but she insists on staying here.
How'd you even survive out here?
We get by trading odds and ends with the locals. I've decided to stay here and make sure she passes in peace. It's the least I can do for her. Every once in a while, a local makes it out here, although they usually just want to catch a glimpse of Dusty. Silt Striders are pretty rare now.
Okay, so I'm gonna purchase the Nyx Hound. And there's something else in his inventory that I really want to keep. The Kogrume's Resonance Gem. And you are coming with. Now, back to the quest. Well, apparently my backup is a bit dead, but that's no matter, because we do have 2 Dramoras, Teldrin, and Teldrin can spawn fire elemental. I'm forgetting the name. Also, the name of this place is so badass. Ashfallow Citadel. Love it. Also, Moraktong Assassins. I'm gonna keep one of your sets in a chest. I should definitely set up some mannequins in the Hearthfire houses with the coolest looking outfits. Now, the puzzles on this place are fairly easy. You just gotta look up for some pull chains and that's it. Then by the end of it, just fight some more Moraktongs and Vendel, and that's it. You can just go back to Adril, and we're gonna get ourselves a house in Solstheim. So with all the loot I want, let's just...
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. I got this from a pretty excited-looking dark elf around Raven Rock. He said it was important I got it to you as soon as I could. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Thank you, thank you. We'll do that on the next one as we explore Solstheim. But first...
What happened? Were you able to track down Vendel? Out with it!
He's no longer a threat.
Then... it's finally over. What of the Redoran Guard I sent to assist you?
Very dead by the Moraktong.
Damn it. I was hoping to protect our people by sending them, not end up with casualties. To think that Vendel would stoop so low as to hire those fetchers. I'm glad you killed him.
Well, I did what I had to do.
Wonderful. Simply wonderful. Councillor Morvain will be quite pleased when he hears about this.
Indeed, he will. He'll give me the house, citizenship, and we're gonna leave it here. A huge shout out to Steve Whittle for becoming the channel's first member. And you. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I'll see you on the next one. And I hope you have a good one.
I would have expected from a traveler to our town. For this, you have my deepest gratitude.
Thank you, Counselor.
Now, I'm certain Adril was prepared to reward you appropriately for everything you've done. However, since a bit of coin hardly seems like enough, I've decided to provide something more substantial.
Like the house, citizenship, and all the items within?
Or whoever they were, turned out to be criminals. Their property is now forfeit. As Counselor, I hereby award you Severin Manor, and everything contained within. You've earned your citizenship here, and I hope you'll consider staying with us as a member of our community.
Nice! Also, there's gonna be some cools on the next one, and I'm not just saying it, so don't miss it. Bye!